All right, so are you ready to dive into this? We got a listener request.
Oh, yeah.
A big one. They're thinking about moving to LA, and they sent us like a ton of resources.
Cool.
So we've
A
got,
big move.
yeah, a lot to cover. And one of the things that really stood out
Okay.
was this company called Move Central. Have you heard of them?
I have, yeah.
They're like LA moving.
Like the LA moving experts.
Yeah, gurus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're saying that one of the most important things is like when you move,
Really?
timing is everything.
All
And
right.
then there's also all this stuff about parking permits for moving trucks.
Oh, that sounds...
So are you ready to get into all that?
Yeah, let's unpack this LA move.
Yeah.
It seems like, from what I've been reading, Move Central is really all about
Yeah.
avoiding the summer
Oh, yeah.
at all costs.
They're all about spring or fall.
Spring or fall. Yeah.
And I guess I can see why.
Well, yeah. I mean, who wants to be moving boxes in like 100-degree heat?
Right.
I mean, plus you've got tourists everywhere.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's just a mess.
It's already a mess.
LA in the summer is...
With the traffic.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Forget about it.
And then you add in tourists and moving trucks.
Yeah, so you're saying traffic is a really big deal.
Well, that's what Move Central is saying. And I'm kind of curious,
Yeah.
like, how much of a difference does it really make?
Oh, it's a huge deal. I mean, imagine
Yeah.
trying to get a giant moving truck
Yeah.
through rush hour traffic.
Right.
It's not just about getting there. It's like, where are you going to park this thing?
Exactly.
I mean, have you ever tried to park in LA?
Oh, I've heard stories.
It's a nightmare,
Yeah.
especially during like peak season.
Right.
And that's where I guess these parking permits come in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Move Central says they're often mandatory,
Hmm.
especially if you're moving to a busy neighborhood.
Okay, so we're talking permit zones,
Yeah.
street sweeping.
All that fun stuff.
It sounds like you need a whole,
You need a whole degree just to park in LA.
yeah, just to move there.
Pretty much.
Right.
But, you know, once you learn the rules of the game,
Yeah.
it's not so bad. And Move Central has some pretty good tips on navigating all of that.
Okay, good.
But-
so we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But before we get to that, I want to talk about
Yeah.
maybe the most important thing.
Yeah.
Finding the right moving company.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
I'm already stressed out just thinking about it.
It's a lot of trust.
Yeah.
You're basically putting your whole life
Yeah.
in the hands of these strangers.
In a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want them to just disappear.
Exactly. You don't want your stuff ending up in like
Right.
some random warehouse.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what does Move Central have to say about this?
Well, they've got some pretty good advice.
Okay.
First of all, they really emphasize like doing your research.
Okay.
Like, don't just go with the first quote you get.
Right.
You got to shop around, compare prices,
Yep.
make sure they're insured, make sure they're licensed,
All the basics.
all the basics. Yeah.
Oh,
And they even suggest going a step further and checking with the California Public Utilities Commission.
Wait, hold on. The California Public Utilities Commission?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably explain that a little bit.
Okay.
Basically, they regulate all kinds of utilities in California,
Mhm.
including moving companies.
Okay.
So,
Safety first.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So checking their records
Yeah.
can give you kind of like an extra layer of assurance
That's good.
that you're dealing with a legit company.
Okay. So we found a good company. We've checked all the boxes.
All right.
What's
Yeah.
next?
Well, now comes the fun part, packing.
Oh, yeah, the package.
And Move Central has some thoughts on this too.
Okay. I'm ready.
They're big on investing in quality packing materials,
Okay.
like
Like good boxes,
good boxes, yeah.
especially for fragile stuff.
Yeah, especially for fragile
Right.
stuff. I mean, you don't want to get to your new LA apartment
Yeah.
and find out that like your favorite vase
Is
Is-
it broken?
is now like modern art,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
shattered into a million pieces.
Okay, so good boxes.
Good boxes. But it goes beyond that. They also recommend getting organized,
Okay.
like really organized, like
What do you mean?
color coding boxes by room,
Uh-huh.
making a detailed inventory of everything you pack,
Okay.
like the whole 9 yards.
Oh, I love organization.
Right.
But is all that really necessary?
It really is.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah.
Imagine you get to your new place.
Yeah.
You're exhausted. You just want a cup of coffee.
Right.
But all your boxes look the same.
Okay.
That inventory and that color coding system are
Yeah.
going to be your best friend.
Okay.
It's all about like,
Minimizing the stress.
yeah, minimizing the stress
Yeah.
and maximizing the efficiency.
Okay. I'm convinced.
Good.
You've sold me on the organization.
All right, good.
So we're organized. We've got our good boxes.
Yeah.
We've found our mover.
We're ready to roll.
We're ready to roll.
Let's do it.
Let's go to LA.
All right. Plus, you know, if anything goes missing,
Oh, yeah.
that
Yes.
inventory, that detailed inventory is going to come in handy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all packed up.
Okay.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to hit the
How
road.
do we actually do this?
So this is where it gets really interesting
Okay.
because moving day in LA is
Yeah.
a whole other beast.
I can imagine.
So Move Central,
Yeah.
they have some pretty specific advice for this.
Okay.
And it all starts with timing.
Okay.
We talk about like the seasons,
Right.
but they also say you got to think about the time of day.
Really?
Yeah, like,
But what time of day should you move?
so they recommend like early mornings,
Okay.
late evenings, or even like weekend mid-mornings when the city's a little less crazy.
So off-peak hour.
Off-peak hours, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so even if you do that,
Yeah,
you've got this giant moving truck.
right.
Are you really going to avoid traffic?
Well, that's where technology comes in.
Okay.
Move Central.
Yeah.
They're big fans of these real-time navigation apps
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Waze,
Ways, yeah.
Google Maps,
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Okay.
because those can alert you
To like accidents and stuff?
to accidents, road closures, all that stuff,
Yeah.
and help you find alternate routes.
So it's like having a
Yeah.
co-pilot.
It's like having a co-pilot for the LA maze.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've made it.
Okay.
You're in LA.
You're there.
You've avoided the traffic
That's
somehow.
how you made it.
Where
Yeah.
do you park this giant truck?
Yeah, this is the part that I'm like really dreading.
Yeah.
So Move Central says you got to find parking as close to your new home as possible,
Yeah.
which is easier said than done.
How do you do that in LA?
I know, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just about convenience.
Okay.
It's about safety, too.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're hauling heavy furniture. Yeah.
Long distances on
Yeah.
busy streets.
Right.
It's a recipe for disaster.
That's true.
So what do they recommend?
They actually recommend using furniture dollies just to make everything
Yeah, to make it easier.
easier and safer.
Okay,
Protect your back.
protect your back. Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw your back out on day one.
No, that's not how you want to start your LA life.
Not at all.
Okay, so
You made it.
yeah, their boxes are piled high.
Okay, boxes are everywhere.
What do we do now?
Well, before you even think about unpacking,
Okay.
Move Central says you got to get your utilities set up,
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
like right away.
Yeah.
We're talking electricity,
Okay.
water, gas,
The essential.
the essentials,
Yeah.
and of course, internet.
Of course, in LA, you need internet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So they suggest like setting all this up in
Right.
advance
Before you even get there.
before you even get there.
So that when you arrive,
Yeah, so you can just like
you're good to go.
relax and enjoy.
Imagine getting there and you have no Wi-Fi.
Oh my God.
That would be a nightmare.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Especially in LA.
It's like you need your phone.
You need your phone.
You need to navigate.
You need to find everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, get that internet set up.
Okay, utilities are set up. We can
Yeah.
finally think about
Yeah.
unpacking and exploring. What does Move Central say about exploring the neighborhood?
So they have a whole section on this, and they
Okay.
really emphasize
Okay.
the diversity of LA neighborhoods,
Okay.
and they encourage you to get out there and experience it.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So what do they recommend?
Well, they mention everything from like high-end grocery stores, like Whole Foods,
Okay.
to more budget-friendly options like
Yeah.
Ralph's and Vaughn's
Yeah. Okay. So there's something
Yeah.
for every budget.
for every budget. Yeah.
What about like farmers markets?
Oh, they love farmers markets.
Those are a big thing in LA, right?
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. They suggest like
Hmm.
checking out your local farmers market
Oh,
for
see.
fresh produce,
Oh, fair.
artisan goods.
Yeah.
Just to get a taste of that
Yeah.
LA community vibe.
I love a good farmers market.
You too.
You can find like the best stuff.
Yeah. And you can support local businesses,
Yeah.
so it's a win-win.
Okay. So we've got our groceries.
Okay.
We've explored the farmers market.
All right.
What about coffee?
Oh, coffee, of course. need my coffee. Essential in LA.
Yeah.
They actually have a whole section on LA's like
Really?
vibrant coffee scene.
Okay.
Like it's not just about grabbing a caffeine fix. It's like a whole experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of places?
Yeah. So they mention places like
Yeah.
Intelligentsia,
Oh.
coffee,
Okay.
if you're like a serious
Yeah.
coffee snob.
Oh, then there's like the coffee bean and tea leaf
Yeah,
if you want something.
more relaxed.
Yeah, more relaxed. And then there's Alfred Coffee. If
Okay.
you're all about that.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram aesthetic.
The aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's all about finding your vibe.
Finding your vibe, exactly.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've had our coffee.
We're caffeinated.
We're ready to go.
Let's explore some more.
Let's explore the outdoors.
Okay.
What does Move Central say about that?
So they really hit on that classic LA experience
Yeah.
of blending urban life with nature.
Yeah.
So they mentioned places like Griffith Park.
Oh, yeah, Griffith Park.
which is like
Huge.
massive urban park,
Yeah.
hiking trails, scenic views,
The observatory.
the
Yeah.
observatory. It's
Yeah.
got it all.
So if you're outdoorsy,
Yeah,
Griffith Park is the place to be.
absolutely. And then if you want like that ocean breeze,
Yeah.
they recommend Santa Monica State Beach.
Cost.
Classic California coastline.
Yeah.
Beaches, bike paths,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Okay, but what if I'm not really like a
Yeah.
hiker
Right.
or a beach person?
What if you want something a little more low-key?
Yeah, a little more low-key.
They suggest checking out
Okay.
smaller community parks,
Okay.
like Echo Park Lake. You
Okay.
can just
Yeah, just relax.
yeah, stroll around,
Have a picnic.
have a picnic, rent a pedal boat.
Yeah. Oh, I love that they give you so many different options.
It's all about finding what
Yeah.
suits your style.
So it's not just about finding a place to live.
Right.
It's about finding a
Right.
neighborhood.
About finding your community.
Yeah, your community.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you choose a neighborhood?
That is the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And Move Central,
Yeah.
they really emphasize
Yeah.
the importance of finding the right fit for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Your preferences.
Like, are you a night owl?
Yeah. Are you a night owl? Early bird.
Early bird.
Yeah, what kind of vibe are you looking for?
Yeah, what's your vibe?
Exactly.
Okay, so what kind of neighborhoods do they recommend?
Well, they mention a few popular choices,
Okay.
like Santa Monica,
Okay, yeah, Santa Monica.
which is known for its laid-back
Yeah,
beach town atmosphere.
Yeah.
Very walkable.
yeah, lots of outdoor stuff.
Lots of outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
Then there's Silver Lake.
Oh, yeah, Silver Lake, which is like
It's like the hipster.
hipster haven
Yeah.
of LA.
Yeah.
Lots of cool shops and restaurants.
Yeah.
And then there's downtown LA,
Wait,
which is like
The heart of the city.
the heart of the city.
Yeah.
Bustling energy, skyscrapers.
Yeah, it's a whole different vibe.
A whole different vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
But even with all that variety,
Yeah.
there are some
Yeah.
universal truths
About LA life.
about LA life.
So what are those?
So for starters, they remind us that LA is known. Yeah.
For its pleasant
Yeah. The weather
year-round climate?
is amazing.
Yeah. But they also caution
Oh,
that evenings can get surprisingly cool,
really?
especially near the coast.
Okay.
So even though you might be moving from a colder climate,
Yeah.
pack a light jacket.
Okay, good tip.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's the traffic.
The infamous traffic.
Yeah, they don't sugarcoat it. They're just
yeah.
be prepared.
Oh.
Use those navigation apps we talked about.
Right.
Consider carpooling,
Okay.
public transportation.
Yeah.
Maybe even adjust your work hours.
So you got to be flexible.
You got to be flexible.
Okay.
And then there's the job market,
Oh, yeah. The job market.
which we touched on a little bit,
Yeah.
but they really
Competitive.
emphasize how competitive it is,
Okay.
especially in fields like entertainment and tech.
Okay.
So they give some advice
What kind of advice?
for navigating that.
Yeah.
They say be proactive,
Okay.
network
Mhm.
effectively,
Yeah.
constantly hone your skills.
So it's not just about what you know.
Right.
It's about,
It's about who you know
yeah, who you know.
and how you present yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so networking is key.
Networking is key,
Okay.
especially in LA.
Yeah.
And then they talk about
Yeah.
being adaptable,
Oh,
being
yes.
open to new experiences.
Okay.
Because LA is
Yeah.
a city of constant
Yeah.
change
Yeah.
and innovation,
It's always evolving.
always evolving.
Yeah.
And they also talk about something that's often overlooked,
Okay.
safety.
Oh, yeah, safety first.
Safety first.
What do they say about that?
Well, they remind us that LA is in an active seismic zone,
Earthquake country.
earthquake country.
Yeah.
So be prepared for earthquakes.
Okay. Good reminder.
Yeah. So they recommend
Yeah.
securing your furniture to the walls,
Okay.
having an emergency kit ready, and just being familiar
Yeah.
with safety procedures
Okay.
in case of an earthquake.
Okay, so be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
It's all about
Yeah.
minimizing
Minimizing the risk.
minimizing the risk.
Yeah.
And then they also talk about
Yeah.
water conservation.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one in
It's
California.
huge,
Yeah.
especially in Southern California.
So they advise using
Okay.
water-efficient appliances,
Okay.
following local watering guidelines.
Yeah.
Just being mindful of water usage.
Be a good citizen.
Be a good citizen.
Conserve water.
Okay. And I think we all know
Yeah.
what's coming next.
Yeah, we can't talk about LA without talking about
Yeah.
parking.
Parking, it's like the elephant in the room.
It's the elephant in the room. So we
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
parking the moving truck,
Right.
but
yeah.
parking in general
Yeah.
in LA
Yeah.
is a
It's
nightmare.
other thing.
Move Central warns us
Yeah.
that parking regulations can be really
Yeah.
complex,
Confusing.
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 So read the signs.
Read the signs. carefully.
Have your quarters ready.
Have your quarters ready
Yeah.
for those parking meters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And last but not least, they have one final
Okay.
piece of advice
Yeah.
that's absolutely essential
What is
for anyone moving to sunny Southern California.
screen?
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they remind us that LA enjoys sunshine
All around.
year round.
Yeah.
So protect your skin.
Protect your skin.
Yeah.
Okay. Good reminder.
Wear a hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rock those sunglasses.
Yeah. Sunscreen is part of the
It's part of the uniform, LA uniform.
The LA uniform. Yeah.
So,
That's great.
we've covered a lot.
A lot of great.
Yeah, like as we're going through this,
Yeah.
I'm realizing that Move Central,
Yeah.
they're not just giving us like logistical advice.
It's more than that.
Yeah. They're really painting a picture.
They're painting a picture of LA life.
Yeah, of what it's like
Yeah, what to expect.
to live there.
Exactly.
And they're doing it in a way that's
Yeah.
really interesting.
They're making it fun.
Yeah, they're making it fun.
Yeah. So it's
yeah.
not just about
Yeah.
moving to LA.
It's about becoming
It's about becoming an Angelino.
an Angelino.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I think we should take a break.
Okay.
And when we come back,
Yeah.
we'll delve into some of those unique aspects of
Of LA culture.
LA culture and lifestyle.
Yeah, the stuff that really makes LA
Yeah.
LA.
So stay tuned.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right, so we're back. And, as we're talking about all this LA stuff,
Yeah.
it's really hitting me that, like, moving to LA, it's not just about, like, finding a new apartment,
It's a whole
finding a job.
lifestyle change.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Move Central. They keep hinting at that.
Yeah.
Like, remember how they were talking about
Yeah.
exploring different neighborhoods?
Right. It's not just about like finding a place to buy groceries.
It's about the vibe.
It's about the vibe.
Yeah.
Like they mentioned Whole Foods.
Yeah.
They also talked about those farmers markets.
The farmer's market.
Yeah, like that's so LA.
It's so LA.
Yeah.
Like fresh produce.
Fresh produce.
Maybe you'll spot a celebrity.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to run into.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the coffee shops.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
intelligentsia.
Yeah.
If you're serious about your coffee.
If you're a coffee snob.
The coffee bean and tea leaf.
Yeah.
If you want something,
A little more chill.
yeah, more relaxed.
And then there's Alfred.
Alfred for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because like they're giving you a glimpse
Yeah.
into these different
Well, some cultures. Coffee tribes. Yeah.
Coffee tribes of LA.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then there's the outdoors.
Oh yeah.
Like Griffith Park.
Griffith Park.
Hiking trail.
Hiking trail.
The observatory.
Santa Monica State Beach.
Yeah, classic California.
Echo Park Lake.
Yeah, if you want something
A little more.
more low-key,
Yeah.
it's like
You can be outdoorsy.
you can choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about
Yeah.
food.
Oh, so food?
Move Central.
Yeah.
You mentioned everything.
They went all out.
From Spago.
Yeah, Wolfgang Puck.
Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles.
Like, you've got fine dining.
Yeah.
You've got soul food.
All in the same city.
Yeah, it's incredible.
With a giant buffet.
It is a giant buffet.
And not just the variety, the
No,
quality.
The quality is amazing.
Like you could spend your whole life
Yeah.
exploring the food scene.
I know, and you probably still wouldn't
Wouldn't even scratch the surface.
scratch the surface. Yeah. Okay, but LA is not just about food, right?
Oh, no, there's so much more.
What about the culture?
Yeah, the culture's amazing.
What does Move Central have to say about that?
Well, they highlight all the museums.
Oh, yeah, like the
The Getty,
LECMA,
LECMA,
all the theaters,
yeah, Pantages,
the concert halls.
the Walt Disney Concert Hall.
It's like they're saying LA's not just about Hollywood.
It's more than just the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
There's so much art and history.
Or history and culture.
And I think that really comes through
Yeah.
when they talk about the job market.
Right, like they emphasize
Yes.
networking,
Network.
building connections,
Building your skills.
owning your skills.
Well, it's like they're saying, look,
Yeah.
LA is a city of dreamers.
It is a city of dreamers.
But it's also a city
Doers.
of doers.
Yeah, you got to hustle.
You gotta hustle.
If you want to make it,
It's not enough to just be talented.
right, you got to put in the work. Yeah, you got to put in the work.
And network.
But even with all that hustle,
Right.
Move Central doesn't shy away from
No, the reality
challenges
is,
in LA life.
they're upfront
Yeah.
about the cost of living.
The traffic,
The traffic, the crowds.
all the things that can be a little overwhelming.
Yeah, especially if you're not used to it.
But I think one of the most important things they say
Yeah.
is to
Find balance.
find balance.
Yeah.
Like, take time for yourself.
Yeah, explore those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Reconnect with nature.
Go to Griffith Park.
Yeah, go to the beach.
Find your
Yeah, find your little oasis.
oasis
Within the city.
Yeah, and that's such a good point.
It is. It's about not letting LA dictate your life.
Yeah.
It's about making LA.
It's about making LA yours.
Yours.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what Move Central is trying to say.
They want you to become an Angelino, not just move to LA. Not just move there.
Yeah.
Become a part of it.
Yeah, embrace it all.
Embrace it all.
The good, the bad.
The good, the bad.
And the traffic.
And the traffic.
But make it yours.
Find your people.
Yeah, find your people.
Find your places.
Find your places.
Find your favorite taco stand.
Yeah, exactly. That little hole in the wall. Yeah. All right. So we've reached the end.
The end of our LA journey.
Of our LA deep dive.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot.
Logistics, culture.
Capture lifestyle.
Challenges, opportunities.
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
But the real journey begins now.
For you, listener.
For you, listener.
As you plan your move.
Yeah.
Keep all this in mind.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be open-minded.
Be open-minded.
And most importantly,
be excited.
Be excited. LA is a city that rewards those who are willing to dive in.
Head first.
Embrace the unexpected.
Embrace the unexpected.
And create their own story.
Write your own story.
So go forth, future Angelino.
Yeah.
Write your LA chapter.
We can't wait to hear about it.
We can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Until next time.
On the deep dive.
On the deep dive.